Jonathan Givony of DraftExpress.com. We're here with Myles Turner at the Nike Skills Academy in New Jersey. Myles, how'd the last 3 days go for you?
It was a real great experience. I mean, Nike, I think, is the best at what they do. Being able to be coached by some of the best coaches in the world, as far as these NBA coaches, just a real great experience. Being able to go up against some of the top big guys in the nation, I mean, it was nothing more I could ask for.
What were some of the things they had you guys doing the past few days?
Well, we really worked on a whole bunch of NBA sets as far as pick and roll, getting some spacing out of everything, out of all the sets. And so really being able to just look at all this professional stuff, that's pretty much what we really did.
I saw they were working a lot on half-court basketball. What kind of half-court player are you right now?
Really, I'm more of a pick and pop player. I mean, my post game is developing. Anytime I got a little defender or a slower defender, I'm going to utilize the post. But when I catch the ball on the perimeter, I like to shoot. I mean, it's not the first thing I look for, but if I'm wide open, I like to shoot it. I mean, I like to set up my teammates through passes. I mean, I think passing is a really underrated thing for big men, so that's something I really try to work on.
When did you start getting attention on a national level?
Well, it's hard to say. I'd probably say after the NBA camp this past weekend. Schools had been, heard about me. I was kind of under the radar because I missed last summer with a broken ankle. So nobody really knew about me too much. A couple colleges here and there did. All the recruiting services started seeing me in some of my tournaments at the Real Deal in the Rock in Arkansas, JF Invitational. So I say the most after the NBA camp.
What about during your high school season? Dallas is a real hotbed for high school basketball. Texas in general. Do you play for like a smaller high school? Did you not play that much? People didn't notice you?
Well, I play for a pretty large high school. We're in the 5A division, which is large in Texas. We're a football school at this point. I believe they're number 3 in the nation, but we're trying to build up a basketball program there. I mean, we had an okay season this year. We got back to the playoffs finally. I mean, my school had been to the playoffs since like 2006, so we're really starting to build over there. I mean, the first half of the season, I didn't really get the ball from my teammates too much, so it was a little bit of a problem. But once we got into the playoffs in the second half of district, that's when I started, people started to know about me a bit more.
What are some of the things that you still need to work on to reach your potential as a basketball player?
I definitely need to, get stronger. I think that will come with college, in college workouts. I want to refine my post game a little bit more, as far as banging with bigger people. I mean, maybe I can base my game off like Anthony Davis did in his college and high school career, but definitely being able to work in the post. That's really what I want to be able to develop.
Do you come from a family of athletes?
Not at a professional level. Everybody played in high school. I mean, my mom ran track, did a little basketball, volleyball. She kind of did everything. My dad, unfortunately, broke his femur when he was, freshman, so he wasn't able to play too much sport. He played basketball his senior year, but not really.
When did you start playing basketball?
I probably started when I was about in the 3rd grade. Baseball was my first sport. I really loved that for a minute, so I was able to do that for a while. Then I really started, growing a little bit and noticed I was taller than everybody, so I gave basketball a shot.
Is academics, is that important for you?
Oh, very much so. I mean, my parents stress it a whole bunch. I think it's important as well because if anything were to end your career, maybe like a Kevin Ware type injury, you weren't able to recover, you always need to have an education to fall back on because basketball's not going to always be there, I don't believe. So I think it's very important. I want to major in counseling psychology once I get into college, and I really want to be able to base off of that.
What are you looking for in a school? Well, what are the most important things for you?
Well, I have top 3 things. One, like we said, education, of course. I mean, I don't want to sound cliche or anything, but I really think education is important. 2, a real base of family atmosphere. I want to be able to have a home away from home, so to say, being able to really bond with my teammates and have just a great family atmosphere. And the 3rd thing, definitely development. I mean, I always had aspirations to play in the NBA, and that's what I want to do when I get older. So I want to be developed by the right school to get to the right place.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Thank you. Thanks.